ZNS Total Sports is brought to you by 4th Terrace Diagnostic Center.
Welcome to sports, everybody. The government secondary school's best of 3 basketball playoffs closing out yesterday at the AF Adderley Gym. Up first in junior girls play, the T.A. Thompson Scorpions shrugging off a sluggish first half. They complete the backdoor sweep against the S. McPherson Sharks, winning game 3 28-18 to move into the championship against the H.O. Nash Lions.
I just told the ladies to settle down and let's play our basketball. Once we play our basketball, we are tough to beat. We are short-handed now, but we still came out, and I just tell them that this is our game to lose. So it's either you want to win it or you want to go home. And they didn't want to go home today.
We just fell apart. We got into foul trouble early. But, you know, like I told you yesterday, to the victor goes the spoils. There's always next year. We're going to work hard. We're going to go back to the drawing board, and we will do what we have to do. The girls played hard. I can't take anything away from T.A. Thompson, so congratulations to them, and I wish them all the best in the championship.
On to the senior girls now, and the CV Bethel Stingrays are moving on to the big dance. They brought out the brooms against the C.I. Gibson Rattlers, winning game 2 47-39. Aaliyah Johnson had 19 points to lead the Stingrays. Next up for CV Bethel in the championship will be the Doris Johnson Mystic Marlins. Moving now to the senior boys, the CC Sweeting Cobras also getting a sweep over Doris Johnson. They took game 2 71-56 behind 15 points from Brandon Strawn.
We came in tonight not wanting to go to a third game, you know, and we didn't change our game plan a bit. We knew that they was going to come out and try pressure us man-to-man because that week and the latter part of the last game, but we were prepared for that. But they didn't seem like they made adjustments towards our defense that we placed on them. So we knew once we stayed focused, we would have been able to pull it off. But hats off to them. They played too hard for the game. I know they'll be back, but I guess it just was our time to move on. I think we just beginning to get where we need to be. We started off slow. You know, we had a short season, and I think this is the right time for us to peak as we head into the championship in Hugh Campbell and to the Nationals. So this is what we play for the second half of the season.
A winner-take-all game 3 between the C.I. Gibson Rattlers and Anton Rogers Timberwolves senior boys. The final game of the day. The winner here to move on against the CC Sweeting Cobras in the championship. C.I. Gibson got off to a fast start. They were up by as much as 13 late in the second quarter. Anton Rogers hit a big 3 before the half, and that would prove key later in the ball game. After pulling within 10 at the break, Anton Rogers, they cut that deficit down to 4 early in the third quarter as they open on a 6-0 run. From there, the Rattlers will go on an 11-0 run of their own to increase their lead back to 15. With 3 minutes left in the fourth quarter, Rattlers still up 12, but Anton Rogers showing the heart of a champion. They cut that lead down to 50-48. C.I. Gibson had a number of opportunities to close the game out at the free throw line, but they just couldn't convert. And the Timberwolves would take full advantage. This bucket ties the game at 50-all. Rattlers now looking for the win. They try to hit it off the Timberwolves defender, but it goes out of bounds. Timberwolves get the ball back, and they call timeout. Off the inbound, Rattlers knock it out. Anton Rogers now has to reset with just 1 second left on the clock. They find Andre Calvert. He stops, pops. This one is good from downtown. Anton Rogers, they win 53-50 to move on to the championship, and their fans storm the court.
My teammates just had trusted me to take the last shot, and I know I'm the clutch man on the team, so I know this moment would have come.
We knew that we had to pressure them to get some baskets. We got some stops and pull out the win.
Coach just told them play our heart out, and everybody just came with all the intensity they had and bring it all on the floor.
The man-to-man would, of course, a little bit of more sloppy play, but it gave us more rebounds. We had a smaller unit like Golden State. We played some small ball, and it worked out for us in the end. Big shot.
The best of 3 championships will start on Monday at the Kendall Isaacs Gym. The junior girls, a matchup between the H.O. Nash Lions and T.A. Thompson. The junior boys will see the Donald Davis Royals and the C.H. Reeves Raptors. The senior girls between Doris Johnson and C.V. Bethel, while the senior boys play Anton Rogers. They go for a repeat against C.C. Sweeting. The Bahamas Scholastic Association, they're still in regular season play. In primary boys action yesterday, Freedom Baptist, they won big over Pace 19-2. Christian Heritage, they survived a close one with a Capron 11-9. On the junior boys side, one game there, Blairwood Academy 33-20 over Freedom Baptist, behind 13 points from Adrian Smith. As for the senior boys, Telios, they held off Mount Carmel 41-39. Nathan Sullivan leading the way 18 points. Gregory McKay, he added 16. The Bahamas Elite Sports Academy also in the win column, an easy time with Hope Academy, a final there of 58-19. Andre Thompson pouring in a game-high 18 points in the win. The New Providence Basketball Association, they had action last night in the Division II opener. The Carroll Contractors Resistance, they held off the Breezes High Flyers 87-82. Queen McGibson, he led the way in the win, a double-double, 20 points and 10 rebounds. Marcian Higgins, he also had 20 points. Shaquille Outen and Kamal Murphy, they had 11 apiece. In the loss, Jeremy Neely, a game-high 30 points. Dave Davis, he added 13. As for the Division I feature, the Commonwealth Bank Giants, they stomped all over the PJ Stingers. They win this one 115-77. David Taylor leading 4 Giants in double figures with a game-high 27 points. Deshaun Taylor chipping in with 19. Gamillion Rose, a double-double, 17 points and 10 boards. Jeffrey Henfield following with 15. The Stingers, they got a side-high 18 points from Henry Roll. Devon Ferguson had 17. Horace McKinsey 12, and Tersant Strohan, he was also in double figures with 10. The South Andrews Basketball League, they had action last night as well, and we can tell you Cavano Parker had 35 points for South Andrews High. They beat up on the Bluff Young Ballers 71-57. Keyshawn Smith 18 points in the loss. Rolls Busing, they won the nightcap over the Kemps Bay Lions 51-45. John Woodside 19 points in the win. Dave Pratt, he also had 19 in the loss. Checking in now on the NCAA Top 25, the 4th-ranked Michigan State Spartans, they held off Iowa last night 96-93. Lou Rawls Tum Tum Nin finishing that game with 2 points and 2 assists. With the Carifta Games set to take place here in the 242 during the Easter holiday, an inspection and walkthrough held this past weekend as the Thomas A. Robinson National Stadium prepares to host some of the best junior track and field athletes in the region.
Site inspection on Saturday went extremely well. There were 1 or 2 areas that we needed to tweak and make sure that we are totally ready. Just the overall preparedness, making sure that we have all ducks in a row to be ready for the game, and making sure that all the personnel and everything is in place. But we're in a good place for the games already. I think that the inspection team may be here once more before the games, but they're very pleased with where we are and confident that the games will be executed extremely well.
Iggy the Iguana, the official mascot of this year's Carifta Games, making a stop this morning at Palmdale Primary. Also there was Golden Girl and IAAF Council member Pauline Davis-Thompson.
He's so much fun, and he's so athletic, and he's so healthy, and so he's carrying our theme of healthy eating and just, you know, being athletic to the Bahamas, and our young people just love him. He's been simply amazing.
And that will do it for sports. Stay tuned. The Bahamas Tonight comes back after the break.